Oh, hey guys! Welcome to my refrigerator, and today on Dash of Dill we will be describing the benefits of cooking and why you should learn to cook. Let's get into it! Hey guys, Dylan DeBartolomeo, host of Dash of Dill, where we explore comedy, creativity, and most importantly, culinary shenanigans. Now I want to start off today by asking you guys a question. Who loves food? And what's your favorite type of food? Now for me, my favorite food of all time, it's gotta be bacon. That is like one of God's greatest creations. You could literally put it on anything and it makes it 100 times better. I love to deep fry bacon, candy bacon, just eat bacon in general. It makes you happy, even the smell of it, even the sizzling sound. You can't help but feel a little tap in your step. And I feel bad all the vegetarians and vegans out there that can't eat bacon. I'm not a fan of Brussels sprouts, I know you guys are, but some people like might ask what are Brussels sprouts. They're kind of like those fart bombs. You know when someone's cooking Brussels sprouts, when you walk by and it smells like just pure straight up fart. But add bacon to that, I could totally get down, as long as bacon's on the ride. So, and a tip for any chef out there, if you want to make something 100 times better, just rub some bacon on it and you're gonna be great. Now, I'm not the only one who loves bacon and food in general, so does social media. That is a hub saturated with blogs, posts, videos, and pictures of everything food related. You could see a picture of food from a restaurant that's like 1,000 miles away, and you'll immediately go travel there because it looks that good. We're visual eaters. When you see something or the way that something is described, you immediately want to try it. And that actually happened to me on Instagram. Born and raised here in Miami, Florida, the 305. But as I was on Instagram, I saw a restaurant post from The Smith in New York City. And they had this pasta dish, it looked like an Alfredo, that looked really good. But then when I clicked on the post and saw the description, it was a game changer. It said, deep fried gnocchi with a white truffle cream sauce. Next thing you know, I'm on Google Flights. I'm booking a flight to New York City, and that is by far one of the best bites I've ever eaten. And the Smith in New York City is one of my favorite restaurants of all time. If you ever go to New York, make sure to check them out. They are delicious. Now I want to ask you guys a follow-up question. Everyone loves food. Here's the second one. Do you love to cook? Now this one's not as easy to answer. I feel like it usually works in two extremes. You either A, have those foodies. The foodies, the people working on their craft in the kitchen. They love to experiment with recipes and try new things and techniques they see on television. They're importing mushrooms from Belgium. I'm not even sure if Belgium has mushrooms, but it's like Barefoot Contessa. Those people. Then you have the people who their version of cooking is pressing 30 seconds on a microwave and start. They're not really interested in it. And guess what? I get it. Sometimes life gets in the way. We have work, we have school, we have family and relationships. Sometimes the last thing you want to do is spend an hour in the kitchen. But cooking, whether you believe it or not, has many benefits pertaining to your physical, emotional, and psychological well-being. And I hope to show you today that cooking is an essential life skill that you could use in a multitude of ways. So let's get into it. But before we start going into the benefits of cooking, I want to tell you about my experience in the kitchen. I got introduced to cooking very early on in my life by my mother. She basically taught me the basics of how to cook a meal. And the first thing I made was one of my favorite things in the world now, a sandwich, a turkey sandwich. That's literally how I got started. But ever since then, I've loved trying new recipes, learning new techniques. I'm an avid follower of Food Network. I love anything by Guy Fieri, Guy's Grocery Games, Triple G, Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, Triple D. Anything that man does, I will watch. I also love Chopped and Food Network Star. Amazing. But cooking has turned into more than just a hobby for me. During my freshman year at Florida International University, FIU, go Panthers! Yeah. I entered a cooking competition called Taste of FIU, where students, faculty members, and alumni competed to see who is the best chef on campus. And this was kind of like the show Chopped. Each round we were giving a mystery basket of ingredients. One round I had chicken liver, orange blossom extract, and red chili paste. When I saw the chicken liver, I've never touched it, never tried it in my life. first thought that came to mind is let's season the crap out of this so no one knows it's chicken liver. And it ended up working pretty good. It kind of reminded me of like tacos because I grounded it up. And I have to say, I'm proud to say that after 3 grueling rounds and facing 10 fellow contestants, I was crowned the best chef at FIU. I also competed last year and kind of different results. In the second round, I made it past the first one, I was making this roasted duck, which I put lemon juice, pepper, salt, rosemary, fresh garlic. I was letting that marinate, and I was making a side of your creamy Alfredo pasta. And let me tell you, when I cook, I'm kind of modest. Like my sister will say, "Oh my gosh, these are amazing cookies." I'm like, "They're okay." This pasta was out of this world. I will brag about it. But as I was cutting up some garlic, I noticed that the knife had the skin of the garlic on it. So I took a towel and started wiping the end of the non-sharp side of the blade. But next thing you know, I was tilted the knife and there's a puddle of blood in my hand. I ended up having to run to the emergency room, and 9 hours later, I had 12 stitches on my finger. But I have to say, I'm usually a positive person. At least I didn't get kicked out because my cooking sucked, you know? I was just incompetent with a knife, what can I say? Okay, now you know about my successes and failures in the kitchen. Let's go into the benefits of why you should cook. First off, cooking provides many health benefits. According to an article published by CNN detailing reasons why you should learn to cook in the kitchen, author and nutritionist Joy McCarthy says that great health starts in the kitchen. Now, I know I might have tuned some of you out because I said CNN, and some people think CNN is fake news. So I did some additional research. According to the Nutrition Society journal published by Cambridge University, people who cooked meals at home at least 6 days a week consumed fewer calories than those who frequently ate out. Additionally, when people cook most of their meals at home, they consume fewer carbs, less sugars, and less fat than those who go out or cook little at all. Learning to cook can make you more mindful of what you're eating, as well as help with portion controls. In addition to health benefits, cooking provides many psychological and emotional ones as well. According to an article published by the New York Daily News, cooking can serve as a creative outlet. Author of Addicted to Stress, Debbie Mandel, says that while stress can numb your senses, cooking activates them. It's a sensory experience with aroma, taste, touch, visual delight, and even sizzling sound. See, vegetarians, bacon's great for you and your mind. Cooking also provides an opportunity to bless others. According to that same New York Daily News article, psychiatrist Carol Lieberman says cooking makes people feel good because it's a way for them to nurture others. Through cooking, you're not just nourishing people's stomachs, but also nourishing their hearts. Cooking is a way to show your appreciation and gratitude towards others. And lastly, cooking can help create bonds. It was through cooking that I actually got to know someone very special to me. You see, my late grandmother Rose was diagnosed with Alzheimer's when I was born, so I never really got to have a conversation with her or get to know her. But fortunately enough for me, she left behind this little brown box filled with hundreds of little index cards with her handwritten Italian recipes on it. And it was through recreating these recipes and having conversations with my family and them sharing stories about my grandmother that I really got to get to know her. And it was really through cooking that this was able to happen, and that's something I'm truly grateful for. And what cooking taught me is it's not so much about what's on the plate as much as what's around it. Your family, your friends, the loved ones in your life that love and encourage you. And cooking provides that opportunity to bring people together, and it also provides an opportunity for you to bless others. Who doesn't love a basket of home-baked cookies or making a lasagna dish? Cooking provides that outlet of expressing love and gratitude towards others. As you can see, there are many benefits to cooking. It could lead to a healthier lifestyle, it can cultivate creativity, and can even bring people closer together. Now, you may not feel that you're good enough in the kitchen, but in the words of perhaps the most famous chef of all time, Julia Child, she says, "No one is born a great cook. One learns by doing." Now, you may feel apprehensive, but remember, try your best. In the worst case scenario, rub some bacon on it and no one can tell the difference. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, comment below, share with your friends, and who knows, maybe after you test out yourself in the kitchen, maybe you'll be joining a cooking competition soon.